guys doing, man? Missed you guys a whole week. It's been so busy here lately. I've been playing a lot of Star Citizen 3.9. Some good, some bad. I want to talk a little bit about that before we get into the ISCR tonight. I'm very excited. Want to see what they have to say about characters. I'm not so sure I'm excited about lighting. We've talked about lighting a lot. I mean, I am on my male PMS this week. I think I'm ragging it this week. I don't know what's going on. I get angry really easy this week. I've been getting, so your guys probably going to hear some ranting on this one. Just give me a little bit of heads up, but that's okay because that's always entertaining. And I got new background set for you guys. I've been doing some work behind the scenes, but I can't wait to actually dive into it. Okay, listen to this now. I've been watching this dude named Camural, and he's in Germany, and he does these videos that talk about, like, he does testing on ships and shield holes, and I'm probably going to be putting a video out on it. What's up, What's up, Banky? How you doing? What's up, Anarchy? Whew, got a little gas there. What's up, Chris? Snow Fox, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Dames is here. Anarchy's here. RSW's here. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for stopping by tonight. First off, thank you, fam, for stopping by and chilling out with me. I really absolutely appreciate you guys. You guys know that I do. Some funny things happen in the Discord today. If you're not in the Discord, please get yourself in the Discord. Like, there was a clip that Red Bear put in there of Uber Nerd, and he was an Uber dick, and I was like, oh my goodness, he wished Corona on somebody, and I'm like, that's pretty extreme. That's pretty extreme. Like, you got to keep it light. You got to keep the tone happy and fun. And if, like, I get it, as a streamer, you get tilted, you know, every once in a while you'll get tilted. I've known that I've been doing that in the past as well. You know, I'm the first person to get tilted, but to wish like Corona on somebody is a little bit over the top. I don't know what you guys think about that. That's in the Discord. So we were like, oh my goodness, what's going on that stream? And nothing I want to be a part of. That was just, it was insane. I do not endorse any of that kind of action. If you guys are wondering, just head to our Discord. It is pretty funny. So the reaction is golden. The reaction is absolutely golden. What's up, guys? So, okay, now let me talk about Camural. Camural is this dude that makes videos about testing on ships, and he noticed like a whole bunch of shield holes in the Prowler. Now, here's the thing. $400 ship, a lot of people excited about it. I flew it. However, I did not get attacked in it. And then when I saw this video by Camural, and I'll link it later, I saw so many shield holes, and I thought to myself, you know, it's not fair when somebody pays that kind of money that you have a ship that has so many flaws to it. At $400, you know, I understand what's coming down the pipeline, which led me to the SDF technology. Okay, so SDF technology is signed distance field technology. So, or signed field distance technology, SFD, SDF, something like that. Basically, it wraps a field around the ship. So in essence, what it does is it assigns this to the vertices in the mesh. So it basically is like this outside cushion, which would give it's volumetric in nature, and it would give the shield holes, it would take away a lot of the shield holes that you see in your ships. Now, I'm going to do a little bit more research on it and put out a video probably coming up this weekend or into next week, because I think it's really important for the project. I think that type of technology is very, very, very important to secure sales, especially for people that are spending $400 on ships. I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. When you're spending $400 on a ship, you want to make sure that there's no holes in your, thank you, signed distance field. Thank you, Chris. And I'm going to be doing a video on it, and I think it's really important to secure that revenue for Star Citizen, for the project. And it's important. It's important because your experience in the alpha is very important. Binky and I were talking about it today in Discord. I think it's one of those things that gets overlooked, and I really think that it's one of the things on the top that needs to be on the top of the priority list of Cloud Imperium. So we're going to probably focus on these types of issues within the next month, of things that really need to be talked about to have a better experience in the game. I think more people need to be vocal. I haven't heard a lot of content creators talking about it in a manner which is positive. And I think it's really important to get into the meat of these types of issues so that we can all have better experiences. So anyhow, I just want to give you a heads up of what's coming down the pipe with the channel as far as Star Citizen is concerned. I am looking forward to doing more kind of DG in the mornings where we talk just about gaming in general, and we're going to really pump out content here soon. So I appreciate the patience of you guys, because it has been very busy at the home front. Very, very busy. So fam, you guys, awesome. Do you think the new shield system will fix the holes? So Snowfox brings up a really good point in the chat, and this is exactly why I want to get into this, because I really think that it is important. Do I think it's going to fix it from the start? From the way I'm looking at it, Fox, I'm thinking it's going to be a process, dude. And you know, really, what comes down to the crux of the issue is assigning these this field to these vertices on the mesh. And when Binky brought up a really good point in the Discord chat today, and he talked about, well, what about DG when the vertices are moving? Like when the vertices are assigned and they're fixed, it's one thing. But what about when they're moving, DG? And I don't really know. I don't think there will be an issue, but Binky brought up a good example why it may be an issue. So something that I need to look into too as well. But I think that this signed field distance or signed distance field tech, this SDF tech, is very important to plug up these shield holes, especially for those people that are really into missions, really into the PvP, the PvE combat. I think it's essential. I think it's vital. And I think it'll lock down the confidence of those people that are interested in the game, that really love to pledge and buy these ships and secure that revenue and bring in more revenue. So this signed distance field tech, that it was in the cards in 3.6, mind you. I mean, signed distance field tech was in the cards for 3.6. Let me tell you, it's been a long time coming. It was supposed to be coming in 3.6, got pushed again, 3.9. Then in 3.9, they said, oh, we're going to push it over to 4.0 now. Now I'm looking at the roadmap at 4.0. It shows 4.0. It's going to deliver. It says 4 out of 8 tasks complete. When I look at it, it seems to me as if maybe one of the issues that is reoccurring as they're working on it is in fact the vertices moving. So this is something I want to look into. I want to see how far along they are with this work, and I think that the version 1 Snowfox is going to be what I want to say, maybe like a 70%, like a version 1.0 of this technology is not going to be a fix all, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than what we have now. We got to remember, we're talking about ships that are very expensive here. We're not just talking about the Prowler. The Prowler's $400, by the way. That's very expensive to me. I'm not quite sure what you guys think, but $400 is a hell of a lot of money to me. And if I'm spending $400, I do not want a ship that's like vulnerable everywhere. Camuel was doing this video and doors were popping off, and you know, I'm doing this video where I'm like, hey, I want you guys to experience it. I want you to look at the aesthetics of it. I want you guys to see how it flies. It felt really good flying. I love the interior look. You know, when it comes to the looks of it, right? When it comes to the looks of it, great. But when it comes to actual, you know, the mechanics of the ship, you know, especially with shield, and this isn't just the Prowler issue. This is also the Starfarer. This is a lot of ships with these holes. So, you know, this is something that I think that it should be on the top of the priority list. And it looks like it is, according to the roadmap. They've got 4 out of 8, like I said, processes done. So, And then, you know, there's a lot of things I really want to get into with this video, but I really think just they need to lock this down, this issue of these shield holes. And it doesn't just apply to ships. It just doesn't apply to the shield technology. It applies to everything physics related in a volumetric way on objects that would be hit. Now, another good point that was mentioned was, okay, well, what about when the ship gets destroyed, like an engine falls off? Then you have to think about these vertices being gone. Will there be another shield hole? And what I've heard in the pipe is that the programmers, the designers are looking at reassigning vertices as pieces of the ship fall off. Now, this is not confirmed yet, but this is what I've heard through reliable sources, that this is in fact what they are working on now. It could, you know, again, not confirmed, but it makes sense that this might be something that not a lot of other publishers have done. And, you know, we're talking about something that's destructible. We're talking about a ship that can continually change the actual the surface. When you talk about a ship getting, an engine off, a weapon off, you have to reassign vertices to the ship in order for this field to stay stable around the ship, so that in fact you do have a bubble around the ship to protect the ship. Hey, what's going on, Cypher? Good to see you. I'm replaying the cockpit animation over and over, says RSW. Hammer, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. So we're talking about sign distance field tech. I think it's something I want to focus on within the next few weeks. I really want to start focusing on the mechanics of the game in the month of May and into June. I really want to get into the crux of a lot of the mechanics that we're seeing and some of the flaws. And I'm saying this because it is an alpha, and I'm saying this because I want the game state to be better, and I want the experiences of the alpha to be better. And why do I say that? Because some people would argue and say, well, DG, that's just an alpha. Don't worry about it. Well, I am worried about it because I want to make sure in this environment that we're in the real world with Corona going on, and I want to make sure that the revenue stays positive for Cloud Imperium. And in order for them to have a positive revenue stream, I believe that they have to really lock down this sign field distance technology so that we have a ship when we pledge $400 for, $500, $600, $700 for, that when we get it, you do not have all these issues, and the experience that you're having in the alpha are going to be better experiences. And I think it's really important that this happen in 2020, especially with what's going on. Hammer Dookie says, hopefully ship armor will help some of these issues as well. Yes, because as we all know, there's really not a separation right now. It's kind of like an overall damage number, a hit point number that they currently have on their ships, and separations will occur better, I believe, with SDF, with Science Distance Field Technology, so that you actually can orient the field from the surface. So anyhow, very awesome. Hey, Bobo, what's going on, man? Good to see you guys. Nice to see you guys. So that's kind of what I have on the plate. I'll be working up some videos with that on the going into next week. I also have a giveaway video that I'm kind of working on as well. And I really appreciate the amount of patience you guys have been showing here. And I really wanted to tell you guys that. I'm so happy that you guys are just coming in today, wanting to chill on stream. I haven't streamed in forever. We got 30 people here tonight. And, I haven't showed up for over a week. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys took the time to show up. Now, without further ado, enough talking for now. Let's get into some serious Inside Star Citizen review. This is the show we've been doing for nearly a year and a half now. Oh my goodness, Hammer Dookie. Boom. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And I saw that increase in your pledge, dude, and I appreciate that as well, dude. Let me just say thank you so much. It keeps me motivated, keeps me going. I would do this if I didn't get any support just because I love to do it, but it sure is nice to have that support. Thank you. Beers are quit, guys. Are we ready? We got our beverages for tonight. Cypher's reminded me. All right. Let's get this going. What's up, DY? Welcome to the stream. And let's get ready for the Inside Star Citizen review. Remember, I might be a little moody tonight. There might be some ranting. Caught me mid-drink here on this wonderful beverage I'm having tonight with my family. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on the Inside Star Citizen review. This is our 100th and millionth episode tonight. Cheers, my friends. We're having a late night tonight. Very busy day today. Me as a dad, as a family man here, but I am here for you guys because you guys are also my family. And I'm here for you guys. So let's watch tonight Inside Star Citizen review. We're going to talk about lighting. I feel like maybe a tired topic. We talked about ray tracing. We've talked about a lot of things when in regards to lighting. I do like the lighting, but come on, let's be serious here. We're playing 3.9. We go to some of these stations and we're seeing like this mesh, just this lighting flicker problem that we're seeing in a lot of these space stations. There are some lighting issues that I believe can be fixed right now Like right now, get in there and fix some of these stations where we're seeing lighting. We're seeing some bad lighting in different situations that did not happen before in prior patches. Let's be serious. Let's get some real talk in here. It's happening. So now let's see what they got on the plate here. Let's see what they got on the plate.
What is lighting? It's more than just placing many lights around to brighten up a scene. We also want to make objects and characters look good. For example, this scene right here.
Wait. Is this the lighting guy and I can't see him? Is something wrong with my monitor? Is this on purpose? I think this is on purpose. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to give him at least a minute here. I want to see some lighting on the lighting guy.
It's clearly too dark. The background is too dark.
Okay. All right.
You can't see me very well. So for an interview situation, this won't do. So how would I fix this? First of all, I turn on this light. This adds a little bit of warmth, a little bit of character on me specifically. The background's still too dark, but we can take care of that later. I think the next step is I would add some fill lights. So now I'm a little bit better lit. I've got this mag light here. I could probably turn that on. You know, it's too much light now for me. It's blowing out things.
And that is in the 3500 Kelvin range, which is a halogen light. By the way, I am in lighting. I do design with light, so I know a lot about lighting. That is my field, is lighting. So lighting is measured by actual temperature called Kelvin, because in the old days, lighting was flame. And the hotter you go, the higher up the scale you go into a purpley color in the 5000 Kelvin range. So there we go. That's a little lighting information for everybody.
And now for the background, I think we can harness the power of natural lighting for this one. And there we go. That's much better. So lighting, pretty cool.
There we go. And he's got a backlight. And he's got like a silhouetting kind of thing going on here. He's got a forefront light, a backlight. We're digging it. We're digging the lighting right now. This guy does know, in fact, about lighting. We have different color renderings back there. You know, you can see the cold bluish 4000 Kelvin almost coloring back there. It kind of warms up in the front. He's using more of a 2800 Kelvin incandescent look up in the front. Brilliant. Brilliant lighting. Good. This guy knows about lighting.
Awesome. All right, stop recording.
That was pretty funny timing, by the way. I do love the lighting, by the way. I just want to say that.
Lighting artistically is to create a very interesting atmosphere that the player maybe hasn't seen before and makes them excited to explore this specific space. And the other primary focus is to assist the player in being able to navigate a certain space. So that's
Cyber, I see, bro.
Certain places that the player can go or points of interest that the player can interact with. So one of the biggest problems we have lighting in this game specifically is that the planets are rotating around their axis, which means that we have a fully dynamic time of day, and all of our locations can be placed in any kind of orientation or location.
I just got excited
planet,
in my no spot.
Which means that we have no control over where the sun is, what the path and the travel path of the sun is, and we have to work around where the sun is and make it look as good as possible at all times of day, as much as we can. So in the past, two concessions that we've had to make for our environment lighting is that for the ambient lighting specifically, we've had to pre-bake our environment probes, which are basically entities that take a sampling of the ambient lighting around it and then reproject that lighting into the environment.
Yes.
Because these are static, we've had to choose what time of day we want to bake them at, which could be daytime, nighttime, or dusk, anywhere in between, but they've stayed static the whole time of day cycle.
Yes.
The other concession that we've had to make is that the lights are always on 24 hours a day, which means that even if the sun is high noon, then street lights are still on, supporting lights are still on. This has impacts on the performance, obviously, and doesn't look so good. It makes it.
Are we talking some value-added gameplay here? That's a good question. Are we talking some value-added gameplay here? I think we're talking about some vag.
Environments feel quite static. But that said, the lighting team has been working on two big improvements to our tech, which help us tackle these issues. So the first new feature that we worked on was what we call runtime probes. This basically is an extra flag for the environment probe entity that you can enable.
Well, okay, I love this example.
To periodically update itself and recapture the ambient lighting based on several things, primarily the movement of the sun. So every few degrees that the sun moves in the sky, the probe will try and recapture that ambient lighting and reproject it into the environment. The benefit for players in this case is that you can sit in an environment and watch the time of day pass, and the ambient lighting should update accordingly, which will help these environments feel a lot more dynamic and a lot more immersive.
Really good example set.
So the second major feature that we've been working on is what I call day-night light groups.
Yes.
This basically takes the existing light groups feature that we've had running previously in ships for things like damage states and emergency states. This allows us to use those same controls, but on a time of day basis, so we can choose a specific state for the light group to use during the day and for the nighttime. What this means for the lighting team is that we can add a whole new layer of complexity to environments, such as turning on overall city lights when it becomes nighttime, and turning them off during the day, which saves performance because you can't see them anyway.
Right.
Wow. It allows us to turn on and off streetlights.
We've got some badge here, ladies and gentlemen.
Which feels very realistic. And it allows us to, in the case of new Bab.
By the way, this club is just killer. You can see that on the channel. This club is absolutely killer. Whoever designed this, give this team a raise. This club is ridiculously awesome and cool. Give the people who worked on the club a raise. Atmosphere is great. The ambience is amazing. Give them a raise.
Babbage, we can create an entirely new mood and atmosphere in a specific location when it's nighttime compared to when it's daytime. The ambient lighting also changes over the course of the day thanks to the runtime probes. So personally, I'm really excited about these features because they allow me to really create variety within a single environment. So we have the same geometry, but we can make it feel like very different locations very simply and also dynamically. So as for when these features will be rolled out, we're looking to, in the next patch and beyond, convert our existing legacy landing zones like Lorville and Area 18 and other planetary locations to use runtime probes and day-night light groups. We're also looking to expand this into other planetary locations like our surface outposts, underground facilities, and other locations.
So what he's saying is this is actually going to help performance because there's going to be that extra layer that will not be initiated or programmed or turned on when day cycle hits. So that's pretty interesting. It'll be an actual release of the amount of memory being used. So that is an upgrade. That is a performance booster. I don't know by how much though. Like really, we should talk about by like how much. I would love a little bit more detail. I would really love a little bit more details. Like, okay, it's actually going to improve by X amount of memory being saved. Like, give me a number. Give me some numbers.
You can actually already see these features live now in patch 3.9 in New Babbage, which was our first kind of test bed for this.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there is now reflections in the windows. And honestly, you know, as much as I think that's kind of cool, like I really wish they would have taken the amount of that had to take a lot of time. You'll see the snow and the frost on certain windshields. I noticed it while I was flying my freelancer around a little bit. There was like some frost on the. It was pretty decent. I dug the effect, but I think that like the amount of time that they've actually put into like the reflections on the windshields and what we're seeing in those types of VFX, I'm not quite sure if that was time well spent, but I like what I'm hearing here though. I am liking what I'm hearing here.
Go to Wally's bar, you'll notice that there's a very
plus 1 frames per second, says Marius. Dude.
So yeah, we're really excited about these features and what they will bring to Star Citizen. We hope that you guys enjoy it as much as the lighting team has enjoyed breathing new life into
right, Banky, right, dude,
and new locations as well.
From lighting the universe to filling it with characters, locations, and spacecraft, here's the Sprint Report.
It does, Fox.
Starting things off with characters, we've got a quick look at additional concepts for yoga outfits for the NP.
Oh, we got some additional hashtag micro douche outfits, guys. Hashtag micro douche in effect.
Scenes of New Babbage, where personal health and well-being is an important aspect in maintaining the optimum productivity for any valued
They're ready
employee.
to buy their iPhones.
And at Microtech, every employee is valued. Take that, workers of Lorville.
They're keeping to the lore.
Also
They're keeping to... Ooh. Oh, by the way, Fox and I want to know where we can get that awesome ticker shirt, where the ticker moves, like stock market ticker on the shirt. Anybody know? Tell us in the chat where we can get this shirt at. We've been looking at it forever. This looks awesome. This
New
looks
Babbage
awesome.
has worked on a mission
I'm
giver
digging
named
that.
Eddie Parr. Now, Eddie's the bartender at Wally's, and since there's a slew of entertainment coming in and out of Microtech, it's believed he's been running a side racket with his old friend Michael Shaw to smuggle, we'll call it contraband, in for the locals. Hey,
all right.
People gotta cut loose, and yoga ain't for everyone.
All right.
But before we see Eddie Parr in
Yoga ain't
yoga
for everyone.
outfits, the Environment Art team is putting the finishing touches on their high-tech hangar set that will eventually populate the spaceport at New Babbage. Like the hangars already in place in Loreville and Area 18, these will come in a variety of shapes and sizes to accommodate
those
most
glasses are
ships in
sweet,
the
Wolf.
persistent universe. Just wait for the doors to be completely open before you try to pass through. Don't be like Disco. The cargo module interiors we first saw concepts for 2 weeks ago have moved into white box phase as they look to expand the gameplay opportunities
Okay.
for cargo haulers everywhere with new contracts.
Let me say something right now for traders out there and industrial guys that love to do this and make fast cash by trading big bulk in their caterpillars. Let me just say this right now. There needs to be a ship that is affordable, that has more SCU than your basic, very starting kind of freelancer with their 66 SCU, and less money than a caterpillar. There needs to be something in the middle there of a ship that you can trade with, so that people who are trading who can't afford the caterpillar can fly it. And that shit needs to happen now for the people that don't have the caterpillar cash. It needs to happen now. Now, the cargo center area, super excited about, because it gives birth to possibly storing our own merchandise. Now, of course, this isn't really planned in the cards yet, but this is like the baby version of it. This is like 1.0 traders cream everywhere. I'm telling you right now, traders everywhere are talking about this. We are very excited about this facet of gameplay that we want to evolve. And I want to tell you right now what I want to see from this type of gameplay is being able to store and trade from a cargo warehouse unit. I think that would be preferable to a lot of traders out there. And I think a lot of us can agree with that. Yeah, the whole ship, but yeah. I mean, a flyable right now ship needs to be in the game. Now, in alpha. If they can do it with the Prowler and push the Prowler out there and give us a $400 ship with a whole bunch of shield holes on it, then I want to see something now. Okay. All right. I'm done with that.
New
Rant over.
opportunities and eventually tie-in functionality with the upcoming
Right.
player trading app, which when used together,
The
will
Connie.
facilitate transfer of commodities and
Okay,
such
Boba. I
between
hear
players.
you.
In tech updates, on Friday, viewers of Star Citizen Live got an in-depth look at the gas tech being developed for
Boba.
both Star Citizen and Squadron 42. Now, what we showed on Friday's show could be done in about an hour, but what you're seeing here are tests that are
Whoa.
much farther along. The idea here is to explore where we can add
This is that volumetric cloud tech, dude. Look at the lighting hitting off of these. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get really happy here, man. This is when I see this type of thing, man. When I see this, I get really excited.
texture to the spacescapes of the persistent universe, with this test specifically for those wayward space stations found between the planets of the Stanton system. Now this is look dev in its purest form, as artists explore what's possible as opposed to building something specifically that you'll find around one station or another. Now once the capabilities have been identified and the process is developed and streamlined, this work will form the basis for gases found throughout the persistent universe, including in asteroid fields, around space stations,
Wow.
near jump points, and beyond. Finally, from outer space down to the surface of our planets and moons, as the
Wow.
Planet Tech team continues to enhance and build upon Planet Tech V4, sometimes it's required to go back and update older content to match the still advancing state
Hold on.
of
I
our
need to
tech.
hear it again.
In the
I need to
case of
hear it
these new
again.
height maps, which we
I need to
touched
hear
on
it again. I
between
need to hear it
players.
again. I need to hear it again.
In tech updates, on Friday, viewers of Star Citizen Live got an in-depth look at the gas tech being developed for both Star Citizen and Squadron 42.
Make
Now,
sure
what
I
we
heard
showed
it.
on Friday's show could be done in about an hour, but what you're seeing here are tests that are much farther along. The idea here is to explore where we can add texture to the spacescapes of the persistent universe, with this test specifically for those wayward space stations found between the planets of the Stanton system. Now, this is look dev in its purest form, as artists explore what's possible as opposed to building something specifically that you'll find around one station or another. Now, once the capabilities have been identified and the process is developed and streamlined, this work will form the basis for gases found throughout the persistent universe, including in asteroid fields, around space stations, near jump points, and beyond. Finally, from outer space down to the surface of
These volumetric cloud tech that is missing, well, there's little instances of it, but I can't wait to see this like in just large swaths around the verse, man. That's going to be pretty nice. Seeing all those areas of large nebulous clouds everywhere. That would be very cool. Flying in it and flying through it. I would love to see some footage of them flying in with the lighting. You know, I see it really on the planets when I go through clouds. It's pretty cool, but I would love to see it with like different kind of color going through that. That's really fun. And Chris says that he thinks I missed player-to-player transactions. Did they say that? Did I miss that? Did I miss player-to-player transactions happening soon? Because that's huge. I didn't see that or hear that, and I'm sorry if I missed that, but that is huge. That's huge. Player-to-player transactions need to happen today. Like, that needed to happen. One of the very first things. Player-to-player transactions is something I've been pounding the table on that will create game loops, that'll create content, because people will be able to trade easily. The beacon system is busted. I don't care what the argument is. People try to tell me all the time, oh, the beacon system. The beacon system is straight busted to use for taking my money to somebody else. The transactions with beacons, no. Player-to-player, wallet-to-wallet transactions. It was in the cargo area. Okay, well, I'm talking about it now, Chris. Did they give a date? Let me know in the chat, because I want it to happen today. Devs are working on it. Give me a date. See what I'm demanding today. I'm demanding today.
Of our planets and moons. As the Planet Tech team continues to enhance and build upon Planet Tech V4, sometimes it's required to go back and update older content to match the still advancing state of our tech. In the case of these new height maps, which we touched on a little last...
Yeah, I don't want soon. Give me the date. You know, this is something that I don't understand why it's so hard to put in the game. And this is something that would add so much value. That you want to talk about some value-added gameplay? Wallet-to-wallet transactions. How many videos do I have about wallet-to-wallet transactions on my channel? Approximately 50. I have a lot of videos about wallet-to-wallet transactions, and I want it to happen ASAP along with this signed field distance tech. I think the combo 1-2 punch, I think that would be nailing it down for 2020, and it would secure revenue going forward, especially in these difficult times. It is important. Make it happen. I love the textures here.
Last quarter, the main objective here is to make better use of the available texture resolution for every piece of elevation and climate data in both the persistent universe and Squadron 42. The benefits of which will be better object distribution, nicer ground material breakup, natural color transitions, more accurate far distance reads, and more. Another benefit of this enhanced detail pass is that our artists can now work with data that is much more accurate, which will in turn be more predictable and ultimately makes for a much easier and more efficient time painting the planets, which will just speed up the overall...
Look at that caldera. I always wanted to say that in a video.
process even more than it already has. So what did we learn about this week? Well, we learned that it can often be the little things like turning the lights off when the sun comes up, or enabling ambient light to fill a room as we'd expect, that can lead to the greater sense of immersion. That there's even more coming to New Babbage in Alpha 3.1 and beyond, that gas clouds can add a bit of texturing to make spacescaping more interesting. and that even with Planetech V4 as good as it already is, there could still be ways to make the process faster and look better than ever before. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you next week.
All right, a lot of people were saying, hey, DG. Oh, thank you, Hammer. You are professional, dude. Thank you so much for that help. Again, throwing down that support. Thank you so much. Let me say this. You know, I don't think it's a bad thing from this point on to get super serious about dates. You know, I think starting to get serious now. We're 8-ish years into the project. The roadmap gives us like estimations, and I understand that you know, okay, this is all work in progress, but I think we have to get more serious about the deadlines. Like, deadlines at this point are becoming more serious. We can't just continue to say, okay, you know, it's an alpha and it's alpha. We got to start getting more serious as fans. We don't have, this does not mean negative. You know, we can be constructively optimistic here, but we do have to start saying to ourselves as fans, like, yes, these dates on the roadmaps are important. We have to. Today we had a great question from our one of our members talking about different reasons why the funding is important. And it was a great discussion in terms of, you know, the counter cash coming in. That was a wonderful discussion I saw happen today in Discord. If you aren't in our Discord, our community is really wonderful. We got a lot of differing opinions. Thank you. Holy goodness, Cyberwolf. That's some badge, buddy. That's some badge. That's some badge and some vag. So anyhow, thanks everybody for joining me tonight. It is time to start getting a little bit more serious about deadlines. It's time we step it up a little bit. I understand with everything going on, you know, it's difficult. I want to see progress start to move forward a little bit faster. Being that they're working from home, I understand they're kind of, you know, trying to figure out the communication. They're trying to get things streamlined and work from their homes. I'm not quite sure what's in store for the future with COVID right now. You know, some people are going back outside and doing things again, which I personally think is stupid. Let freedom ring, you know, liberty and death, not liberty or death, not give me liberty or death, but give me liberty and death seems to be what Americans are saying right now. And I don't think it's smart. I think that, you know, when you're talking about being intubated at a hospital, it's a very scary thing. I don't know if you guys ever been intubated, but it's when a tube goes down you because you're having trouble getting oxygen in your lungs. And it's a small percentage of people. I understand, but I've seen it happen and it's enough to scare the shit out of me. So I think people should still be safe. I think, you know, going outside is nice, but, you know, practice social distancing. The whole thing that's going on where people are going back to work. I see a lot of people going on outside without masks and shit. I think it's not that smart. And I see a lot of people saying, you let freedom ring. And I want to spell it FREEDUMB. Let freedom ring. Because that's what I see. A lot of dumb people out there. And I hope everybody's being careful right now. Thanks, fam, for joining me tonight. I had a wonderful time with you tonight. This was awesome. Thank you for that support. Hammer Dookie. Love your name, dude. I love it. And Cyberwolf, thank you for that cash. By the way, also want to thank my friend Cash in the chat right tonight, giving away 2 Archimedes and the Emerald. Shiny, beautiful, sparkly emerald. Well, that's going to be in the giveaway. We're going to have a $25 Amazon card, and I'm going to think about something else to throw in as well for the giveaway. So really excited about the giveaway that's going to be announced going into next week for May. And that's a lot of items. That's a lot of prizes. Also, we're going to have the podcast, DG360 podcast for our VIP membership with Christy, which will be, I believe, episode 4 coming up. For going into next week as well. So a lot of things that I'm working on. Thank you everybody for being so patient. I had a wonderful time with you guys tonight. And Cash is like, don't pay attention to the roadmap. It's just gonna hurt, dude. And it has hurt for so long, Cash. It has hurt my head, dude. Guys just like, DG, please, just don't pay attention to it. It's going to hurt. I think at this point, though, I want to get more, I want people to get a little bit more serious about dates and deadlines. We kind of threw it to the back burner the past couple years. We kind of just said, you know what? But I think at some point it's relative. It's important. And we're getting into that kind of important phase. And I want to start holding people a little bit more to the fire, a little bit more responsible, not in a mean way, not in a negative way, but in a way in which it's like, we're watching, we're the ones pledging, we're the ones that want to see this happening, and it's just, I think it's rational, and I think it's a smart way to be. Anyway, reporting from the Noodle Bar tonight. Thanks for joining me tonight on the Inside Star Citizen Review. You guys have been fantastic. If you guys like the show, please push the like button right now. Break the algorithm. I want to get to that 10,000 subscriber mark. I need your guys' help. Please, oh please, would be like a wonderful, wonderful accomplishment here for this entire community on our channel. And thank you everyone for joining me here tonight. I will see you on the next video stream. Tomorrow, I will try to stream early in the morning on the Twitch channel, play some Star Citizen, and have a lot of fun with you guys with your song requests. So, that's always a good time when we chill out, play some Star Citizen, put in your song requests, and we're not worried about copyright and all that bullshit. Just having a good time chilling out, playing Star Citizen. You get to play your own music, and that's some of my favorite times. So thanks, everybody. We had over 50 tonight. Haven't streamed in a week. Over 50 people here tonight. Wow. That's some super awesome support. Give yourself a hand, family. Give yourself a hand right now. God damn it. You guys are beautiful people. You guys are beautiful people. That's a golf clap. It needs a little bit more to it. It needs a little bit more to it. Thanks, everybody. I don't even want to go. I really don't even want to go. But, hey, tomorrow, streaming Star Citizen. I'll let you know in the Discord. If you are in the Discord, find your way to it. Get there. Good people. Nice family. Awesome. Fox is going to bring the tunes. I'm already excited. I want it to be tomorrow already. All right, guys.